Hello everyone, my name is Maggie Moore and today we are going to be talking about exploring your local options, and specifically we're going to be talking a little bit more about Tarrant County College. So some options in the DFW Metroplex of some local two-year schools that you can attend are Tarrant County College and Dallas County Community College District. TCC has many different campuses, and so does Dallas County Community College. And again, we're just going to dive a little bit more into TCC. So some benefits of staying local. One of the biggest benefits is definitely that you would be saving money. So by attending community college, and potentially you could be living at home, which then would allow you to save money longer versus if you were going to a four-year university and staying on campus there. So again, it would be saving you a lot of money. Another benefit is academic flexibility. Some students like going to a community college more so than going to a university because it's a little easier to learn at your own pace and easier way into higher education. You can also take some time to explore different major options. You can take a class for less than $200, and this will allow you to explore a lot of different options. So if you're not entirely sure what you want to major in, you can look at different options. Another benefit is transferability. So you can earn credits at TCC or any other community college or two-year school and then transfer to another university. And this is a huge thing for our students. Another benefit is there are partnerships with universities. So with TCC, we partner with different schools so that it makes it a little bit easier of a transfer process for you if you are wanting to transfer to another school. Another benefit is that going local is different than staying with your high school classmates. You'll get to meet lots of different students from all over, not just from the DFW area, could be from anywhere. So it's definitely different than staying with your high school classmates. So this is a map of Tarrant County College. We have 5 different physical locations. We have the Northwest Campus, the Northeast Campus, Trinity River, which is downtown Fort Worth, South Campus, and the Southeast Campus. There's 6 actual locations though. One of the campuses is online, and that's our TCC Connect campus. You can take your basics at any of these campuses, but some of these locations will specialize in certain programs. So for instance, if let's say you're really interested in doing aviation, you would have to do that program at Northwest because that's where that program is housed out of. Trinity River holds all of our nursing, health programs. Northeast has dental hygiene. South Campus has automotive, and Southeast has culinary. And those are just some examples. We're going to talk about a little bit more the different programs that we offer, but again, those are just some examples. So at TCC, we have 3 different transferable degrees. The core curriculums, or the basics, like many students know it as, is one type of transferable degree that you could do. Typically, our students are going to be doing the Associates of Arts degree or the Associates of Science degree if they are planning on transferring to a four-year institution. And the difference is that with the Associates of Science degree, you're going to major in more of a science discipline, whereas Associates of Arts is a little bit more general. The Associates of Applied Science degree, or the Certificates of Completion and Credential programs, are designed for students seeking immediate entry into a career field, or they're designed for hands-on training in a specific technical area. We have over 70 different disciplines of study at TCC. We offer, anesthesia technology, dental hygiene, library technician, nursing, sign language interpreting, and many more. You can see on the left-hand side where the photos are, it tells you which campus that the different programs are located out of. So you can see that, for instance, anesthesia technology is going to be out of the Trinity River campus. Whereas, the welding technology would be out of the Northwest for the South campus. If you're really interested in one of these programs, what I would recommend doing is visiting our website, tccd.edu, and just searching that program. Some of these programs will require some extra requirements to get in. So if you are curious about it, then you can read about the different requirements. Typically those are going to be our health programs because they are a little bit more competitive. And keep in mind, with an Associates of Applied Science degree, it's going to be a 2-year degree typically. These also will have some certificate programs as well, which are going to be less than 2 years. So it's a great option if you're kind of wanting to do something quick, and then you'll be done with school and be able to start working a little bit sooner. The next slide talks about student life. So definitely it's a great idea in college to get involved in student life, regardless of where you go to school. At TCC, we offer a bunch of different clubs and organizations, but again, regardless of what school you go to, it's a great idea to get involved. It's a good way to meet people. It's a great way to add something onto your resume and show that you've been involved in your college life. A big benefit of staying local, like I said, is the tuition rate. At TCC, our tuition rate is $1,920 for a full year for a full-time student. So what this means is that a student takes typically 10 classes to be considered a full-time student throughout the entire school year. That means usually, typically, a student will take 4 classes per semester and then 2 over the summer. Or perhaps a student will do 5 classes one semester and 5 the next, and then none over the summer. But again, this is the cost of tuition for 10 classes, $1,920 for the full school year, whereas we can see some of these public schools in Texas are going to cost a little bit more for those 10 classes for the whole school year, and these private universities are going to cost even more than the public schools. And also keep in mind with these schools here, you would also be paying for housing, so that would add on an extra, typically an extra around $10,000 for housing, depending on the university though. With TCC, we don't offer housing because we are a community college, so you wouldn't be paying for housing with us. This is pretty much what you would be paying. Going off of paying, it's definitely important to think about, like, how would we pay for school? So the first thing is going to be through grants and scholarships. Grants and scholarships is free money that you do not need to pay back. The easiest way to get a grant is by filling out your FAFSA. If you have not filled out a FAFSA yet, definitely make sure to do it. It's not too late. It is going to open up every year on October 1st. So October 1st of 2019, the FAFSA for the 2020-2021 school year opened up, and then you could fill it out then. But if you haven't done it, like I said, make sure to fill it out. The only reason that you wouldn't be doing a FAFSA is if you were doing a TASFA, which is Texas Aid, and that would be for students that do not have social security numbers and aren't citizens. So you would do one or the other to get some grant money. Another way in which you can get some free money is scholarships, and with TCC, we do have a scholarship page. You can visit our scholarship page that's listed here in bold at the bottom and apply for different scholarships. Again, though, it doesn't really matter what school you go to. Definitely make sure to apply for scholarships regardless of what college you go to. With TCC, we also have the Stars of Tomorrow program, which helps with our students. It's more of like an honors college program typically. So it helps our students to pay for school. We also offer a work-study program. Again, universities and colleges all over will offer this, but it's just typically like an on-campus job where you would work on campus, and it just might be something pretty easy typically. Like you might work in the library or maybe in a rec center or something like that, but typically just working on campus, and then you just get the money straight to your pocket. It's a check, so it doesn't directly help to pay for tuition, so you would have to kind of set it aside if you wanted to do that. Another way in which students will pay for college is through loans. So the bad thing about loans is that you have to pay them back, and so it's definitely important to keep in mind when you're considering taking out a loan, how much is this loan and how long will I be paying this loan off, because it can definitely be a long time. So again, regardless of what school you go to, make sure to consider how long it would take you to pay off that loan. Another way in which students pay for school is through payment plans. So a lot of our students at TCC will just pay out of pocket because it's not terribly expensive. Like I said, for 10 classes, it's $1,920. So that's $192 per class. So again, really not too expensive. So a lot of students will just pay out of pocket and pay a couple times throughout the year. At TCC, we offer different student services. The first one is going to be career services. So this will be something that's offered at any college typically. With TCC, you get help on building your resume, get help maybe practicing for an interview. You can talk to someone about what type of career you might want to do. We also offer career tests. It's a career assessment tool. And with that tool, you can kind of see what type of careers might be a good path for you. So definitely visit our Career Service Center if you are kind of searching for what kind of career you might want to be in. Another service that TCC offers and all of their universities is going to be academic advising. Academic advising is really important. Every student does meet with an academic advisor because they are the people that will help you to plan your class schedule and help you to choose your classes. So it's really important that you meet with your advisor. Again, everyone is required at TCC to meet with one because they're going to help you to be successful in school. Continuing on, we also offer the Transfer Center at TCC. This is going to be pretty important if you are planning on transferring from the two-year community college to a four-year school. By going to the Transfer Center, you can meet with a transfer advisor to discuss transfer of credits, Texas core curriculum, or the basics. You can talk about what school you might want to go to. They can help you with applying to that school and help you with any scholarship information as well. Lastly, we have student accessibility resources. So the student accessibility resources assist with accommodations for students with a documented disability. So if you have any accommodations that you get in high school and you'd like to get them in college, you can visit the SAR Center and we will help you get set up with that. This is your TCC checklist. This is pretty applicable to most colleges. So we're going to kind of go through this together and talk about what you need to do in order to actually get enrolled. The first thing is going to be applying. So you can apply online on our website, or you can apply on Apply Texas. The next thing is going to be completing the pre-assessment activity. The pre-assessment activity is pretty much just a quick little video that students need to watch before they can take the TSI. The TSI is our placement test, so we can place you in the appropriate courses based off of your skill level. And then you'll take the TSI after you've done the pre-assessment activity. Next is apply for financial aid, so the FAFSA, if you haven't already done that. But again, it doesn't really matter when you do that. You can kind of do it whenever. Next, you'll meet with a success coach. Our success coaches will help you to kind of figure out any extra next steps that you need to do in order to get enrolled. You can discuss career options or course placement with an academic advisor. You can attend new student group advisement and new student orientation. And then lastly, you can pay for classes and attend classes. That's the last step. Back to the new student group advisement and orientation. These are like our orientations at TCC. Orientation is going to be something that you do at any college, so keep that in mind. You'll have to do that anywhere. And this is our contact information. You can contact us at any of these numbers if you would like to get some help. And that is the presentation. Thank you so much for listening, and I appreciate it.